Whoa! Hey, how you doing? Duff here. Back again in the backyard. My time is winding down with the S18, but before I turn it over, I wanted to do a little test out here with some suspension changes. Gotten a lot of comments on my videos. One of the recurring comments I got was some people thought that they didn't really see much action out of the suspension when I was riding the swamp, and I can tell you, seat of the pants, it made a huge difference as far as how much impact was occurring when I was going over the countless amount of bumps in that area. My backyard is also very bumpy. So it was interesting. I just saw Kuji's video. He posted a video about his settings that he's been comfortable riding with. Now, Kuji weighs a lot less than me. He said he's about 150 pounds, and my riding weight is probably closer to 190. But he said he was riding at 180 PSI on the positive side and 150 on the negative. Much, much higher than what I was riding at. When I just checked it a few minutes ago, I was at probably maybe 170 positive, and the negative was actually down to about 60. It's interesting. It seems like those numbers dropped somewhat since the swamp. I don't know if the valves on the shock have a tendency to leak over time, like a tire valve does, or if it's just the parasitic loss when you attach and detach your pump. You know, you get that quick burst where some air escapes. Maybe it's enough to cause those differences in numbers, I don't know. But anyways, right now I am right around 210 positive and 150 negative. And I can tell you, riding around my backyard, it feels like I have less give. It feels a little stiffer, and that's what I would expect. And I know that Kuji said that he's quite comfortable at those settings, and he can use those settings on a variety of terrains. So I don't know, I'm curious. Like, people also were saying when they saw my jump video, they saw that, you know, it looked like it was fully bottoming out as I went over, as I was landing from the jumps. And it may have. All I know is that it felt like it was giving me great cushion when I was landing. So we're going to try these settings a little bit and see what happens. All right, we're going to go straight to level 2. So we're going to see what the suspension looks like at those higher numbers doing a jump like this. Since I'm now a well-experienced EUC stunt rider, obviously. Hi, girls. It was a pretty squirrely landing. It feels like the board shifts as you hit it, unfortunately. I'm just not liking my level 2 ramp that much. Yeah, look at that shift. We don't want shifting. I don't like that shift. That affects my air time, man. We don't like that. We need max air. All right, let's try that one. Okay, that felt cleaner. All right. So I think we need to go to level 3, don't you? Let's try level 3. It doesn't feel like there's as much travel at the bottom as yesterday, so with additional pressure, that would be expected. Okay, guys. You are not seeing an illusion. You're looking at level 3 here. Level 3. I'm not quite sure how I feel about this. Okay, I think speed's going to be important for this. You have to, I think you're going to have to fully commit if you're tentative.
9, 8,
might have a bad result.
7, 6,
And I think
5,
level 3 will only
4,
occur one time.
3, 2, 1, fire.
Whoa! Damn! Okay. All right. Oh boy. We survived level 3, but we're not doing it again. That was hairy. That was hairy, and I felt a tweak in my back. So yeah, level 3 has been conquered. Level 3 doesn't need to be conquered again. If any of you want to try the level 3 challenge, these are 3 castle stones readily available at Home Depot. Okay, so my buddy Matthias asked for some more clear footage of like rolling over like logs on the ground or something like that. That was his suggestion. I don't have a lot of logs handy, but I do have this pallet which has 3 2x4s attached to it. I thought I might be able to roll over this and see what happens. I do see the possibility for problems with this, but let's see. And again, we're going to be doing this with the new pressures that I have, which are about 210 and 150. We're going to see what it looks like there. If it's really bad, I might drop them down. Let's see. Let's see how this goes over the 2x4s. This makes me nervous. Just all right. I mean, with enough speed, I should be able to do this, right? I'm just being a chicken. All right. I mean, I just did level 3. This should be nothing, right? All right. Stop thinking about it so much, Sean. Here we go. Probably hit that a little slow. That wasn't very easy. All right. Just try a little faster this time. Okay. That should give us a good idea of how it looks. So we're going to go get my pump, and I'm going to drop the pressure to something closer to what I was using, and we'll see how it looks on camera. Compared to my first go on the first night, getting these valves attached and changing pressures, I'm much better at it than I was then. It's still tough though. Once you have the line pressurized, it makes the fitting very challenging to turn off, I've found. It just kind of locks in pressure. All right, so it's showing, it's a lot of loss there. It's interesting because I had it about 150 when I removed it, and now it's showing like 95 on the negative. It takes very little to change the pressure on the negative chamber because it's small. Okay, I'm gonna knock it just down a little bit. So I'm at like 195 and 90, I think, right now. It's funny, this kind of reminds me of 3D printing in a weird way, my other major hobby. In 3D printing, it's all about getting correct settings for your slicer. Slicer settings is what controls how the 3D printer prints, how fast it prints, the resolution that it prints at, a whole bunch of different settings. And 3D hobbyists are constantly trying to tweak their profiles just to make the perfect profile. And this kind of reminds me of something similar, where there's going to be all sorts of discussion around the community about like what are the ideal settings for this shock, you know, and people putting different shocks on. It's going to open up a whole new interesting line of setup for these wheels. All right, so here we go. Try it with these settings, and then if you can't see the suspension working in this environment, I don't think you're going to see the suspension working at all. One more time. Okay, that felt pretty good. That felt like a good That felt like a good mix there, that last run. All right, well, that's all the jumping and suspension testing you're going to get out of this 52-year-old body. Let's put this back here for now. It does make it for a good jump test though, doesn't it? Okay, so I have to look at the footage myself to see how it looks on the other end, if it looks any different than my initial test yesterday. Felt somewhat different for sure. Like I said, I think people are going to be tweaking this 9 ways to Sunday for sure. And it'll be fun for some and might be annoying for others. We'll see. So if you found this video interesting, I mean, I should get a thumbs up for level 3, right? Level 3, guys. Level 3. If you found this interesting, give it a big thumbs up. If this is your first time visiting the channel, please think about subscribing. You can always hit the notify bell that's over there if you want to be notified of new videos. Please leave your comments, suggestions, ideas, and thoughts below about my latest suspension test, and probably my last. And yeah, that's all I have for you for now. Hope you're having a great day. Until next time, Duffman out. Yeah, that's a whole new sort of hairy. Hitting a ramp like this prior to jumping is a lot different than just driving off of a flat surface into a drop. I have just discovered that. I'm sure Jericho has feedback on that, but yeah, not something that I'm looking to make a career out of, that's for sure.